So very soon, 6 o'clock, day after tomorrow, NumPy and Pandas is going to start. 6 p.m. day after tomorrow, it is going to start NumPy and Pandas. Okay. Now, my dear students, thank you for all wishing me, and thank you, my dear students. Now I'll start here today. I'm going to give you some important hacker ranking problems which are regularly asking in interview point of time. So what are those problems? Today I'm going to talk about it. So in present world, if you go to any MNC to get a job, directly I'll go to the problem solving. I'll give a small few minutes. I'll talk about it. To get a job in software industry, and that I used to tell in my regular classes even. To get a job in software industry, the student must be perfect in problem solving approaches. Problem solving approaches. So we used to discuss in our regular sessions. We take a problem, and for that problem we used to sort it out many solutions. So we used to take a problem. For that problem, we solution number one, solution number one, solution number two, multiple solutions we used to prepare it as a part of our classes. So problem is one only. We need to go for finding multiple solutions. Multiple solutions. Such a type of solutions we are going to understand in our sessions. So that's why from now onwards, whenever I find some gap of time in my one course starting to another course starting, I'll be taking the problem solving approaches workshops. I will take it. And because of this workshop, to understand this present class, to understand this class, and I has already told you, to understand this class, to understand this class, we must have complete Python knowledge is required. Complete Python programming is Python programming is required. And this regular workshops is not one day topic. Continuously I'm going on discussing. Continuously I'm going on discussing. Okay. Continuously I'm going on discussing. Continuously I'm going on discussing this kind of things. Okay. So coming to the point back, I hope that again I'm saying whenever I find some gap of time, we are going to give you the problem solving approach workshops. I will take it. And let's start discussing about the direct point I'm going without late. We are entering into the subject. So I took it. Of course, there are a lot of problems are there, which I'm going to discuss very regularly in our classes. And try to take this message to many people across the society, your friends, your relatives, many people, because you already know about our classes. Carry out this message to many of the people, help them out in quality of subject in less amount of fees. You people are getting it, and that you are already experienced it. That is our commitment towards the classes. And today's class, I am going to take out the hacker ranking problem solving approaches. And that I think students, is my voice is clear? Is it clear now? Is it clear, my dear students? Well, students, some small problem will be there during the network issue. So thank you, my dear students. Let's start the discussion now. Okay. So first problem I am going to take it, and today's session, hacker ranking problems. Along with our regular sessions, I'm going to sort it out, the hacker ranking problems here. Let's start with. So first problem I am going to take up. Carefully try to listen. Let's start with. I'm going to take this link and directly I'm going to keep it in front of you. Lively examples I'm going to show you, which is a dead easy for you. And this is called company related questions. What our students faced it. But so many are there with me. I'm going to sort it out in my regular breakups of my one batch to another batch. So go to that now. So coming to the point of it. Okay, my dear student, Sriram, thank you. And thank you for your patience of listening the classes. Well, thank you, my dear student. It's a really heart touching word. Okay. So here, let us take this link and I'm pasting here. All of you, carefully try to listen, students. So I'm going to take up directly this problem solving approach. Hacker ranking examples. Dear students, I'm the five-star rated, I'm the five-star rated dashboard member of this hacker ranking. And we solved so many challenges, code challenges. And I'm going to give you the concepts now. The Python programming, like that NumPy, pandas, like that, we are going to get it. All of you carefully observe it, students. This is a given problem. This is a given problem, what we are getting it. So here, read the problem carefully and start writing the coding. How to write the coding, I am going to explain. First, try to understand. The provided code stub will read the dictionary. This is called the dictionary data. Stub is nothing but what? The statements you are writing in a particular place. Will read the dictionary containing key comma value pair. That is nothing but alpha is the name of the person and whose marks are going to be like this. Alpha is a name of the person. 20, 30, 40 is the name of the mark, values of the marks. Beta is the name. 30, 50, 70 is called what? Marks. And after that, query name is equal to beta. That means when I say beta, beta related average marks you need to find. So here the query name beta, beta average score is 30, 50, 70 by 3. So I need to go to this type of 50.0. Again, I will repeat. For understanding the problem, you require a lot of patience skills, my dear student. Carefully follow. The provided code stub will read the dictionary containing key comma value pair. That means this is called key and these are called values. This is called key, this is called values. And out of these strings, you are passing one name. You are passing one name. So you are passing query name is equal to beta you are passing. For this beta, you need to find the average score. Average score is nothing but what? The values present in the list by number of scores you are getting it. So 30, 50, 70 by what? 3. So I hope that 150 by 3 is called 50. So here print the average marks of array of the student name provided, showing two places after the decimal places. Okay. Let us go to the place. The input format, they are giving some constraints also. The first line contains an integer. First line contains an integer that indicates number of students records. Here, how many students records are there? 2. That 2 indicates number of students records. The next n lines contains, the next n lines contains, this is the first line and second lines. That the next 2 lines contains names and marks obtained by a student. Name and then marks obtained by the student. That is called key comma value pair. Each value separated by space. The final line query contains name of the student to be queried. This is a dictionary. Alpha, beta are the keys, and these are called values of it. Query name is equal to beta, and a beta related score I want to find out. If I enter the query name is alpha, alpha related score I want to find out. This constraints indicates that this constraints not a problem. At present, don't worry about it. Now, coming to at present, don't worry about it. I will explain these constraints also for you. First, concentrate on how to write the code. At present, we never bother about these constraints. Right now, don't worry about it. They are just giving in the form of what? The length of marks in the array is going to be 3. They give it. Nothing to bother about it. Keep it away. Now, here I am going to write it. Output format. Print one line. Average marks obtained by a particular student correct to 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places, how do you take it in our Python programming? Simply you will write it what? 0.2 F you will write it. Or you can say round off, that value comma 2 you can write it. This is also we already learned in our classes. Very good. Good students, you are responding nicely. Coming to the sample input, my dear student. What is these 3? Come on, now respond all of you. What is these 3? Number of records. Number of records, this is called. What is this Krishna? 67, 68, 69. What is this Krishna is called? Name. 3 is called a number of records. Krishna is a name. Krishna marks are what? 67, 68, 69. Malik Arjun 70, 70, 98, 63. This is called Arjun is the key and these are the marks. Mallika is the name of the student and these are called marks. And the sample output is what? 0. That is sample input 0, sample output 0. I want to get it. What is the value you are entering? Query name you are entering. What is the query name? Which person query data you want? Query name is Mallika query. I want to get it. Mallika related average. I want to get it. What is the Mallika related data, my dear student? 52 plus 56 by what? 60 by what? 3. It is going to be called almost what you know? Almost what you know? 102 and then what? 102 and then what is this value called? Come on, 162. 162 by 3, which is going to be given. Marks for Mallika are whose average is called what? 56. 56. My dear students, 56. I hope you are getting it. So we are finding the sum of it and we are finding the average of that. Now next sample input 1. What is this 2? Everybody, what is this 2 indicates? Come on, my dear students, all of you. Please respond. This response is very important. What is this sample input 2? 2. What is this now? Harsh. This is called values. Even float values also allowed. Anurag, 26, 28, 30. And what is the data you want? Harsh. Harsh, student. That data is going to be called what? 25 plus 26.5 plus 28. 28 by what? 3. Because horse data you want. This is what we are going to expect it. So this is what the code we need to write it. That is what we are expecting it. This is the code I already tested, my dear student. This code I want to show you by writing it. Can I write this now? Can I read this code? Yes, Sahit Chari, my dear student. Thank you, my dear student. You're all expressing your concern about my classes, expressing your greatness towards my class. I'm really happy to see my previous students and along with the regular students, along with the outside students. So I'm regularly connecting to you people by solving this kind of examples. Please inform to the, because these days Python is trending. I want to bring our class importance to all the corners of the world. And you are the one and you have really experienced our programming in our classes, how deeply we explain it, how we differentiate from your things and carry out our things and inform to our discussions to everybody. Let us start writing about the code for this. Shall we write the coding now? Yes, mom. Please. Now I am writing. Thank you for all you are concerned about my classes, my dear student. Let me start about the topic which I am going to discuss now. I am writing the coding for this kind of things. Let us start. I'm going to enter into the PyCharm here. I'm going to enter into the PyCharm. Let's start the PyCharm here. So coming to the point of it, here I'm going to write it according to the content of it. According to the content of it, close this projects. Now I'm going to take it. Now I'm going to take up here 6 p.m. 6 p.m. something like workshop. I'm going to take up. I'm going to take up. Now students, right? So thank you, Uttam Kumar, my dear student. Now I will introduce it. Now all of you, we must concentrate on our problem now. So I really thoughtfully am expressing my thankfulness to all my students and carry out. Now I'm going to start my example. So here I'm going to write it. Problem number one, I'm going to talk it. Problem number one dot py. So let us start here. I'm going to introduce. Let us take care about our problem here. What is the first thing I'm going to get it? See students, number of, enter number of records. Enter number of records. I'm going to take it. 3, it's called. 2, what is this now? Number of records. I'm going to take it as number of records. How do you get it that? Here I'm going to take it. N is equal to int of input of, come on all of you, enter how many records you have. How many records you have, that n is going to come. And that n is coming. When n is coming, all the data which is available to our hacker ranking application here is in the form of what? Is in the form of what? Dictionary. So definitely I will take it as what? Definitely I'll go for what? Dictionary I will take it. Dictionary I will go for it. Sahit, Shahid. Thank you, my dear student. Thank you. So, right, mom. Right. Thank you, my dear student. Really, by seeing your message, I'm getting really very much happy to it to listen your voice. Really, thank you, Sahit Chari. Thank you, my dear student. Raj. So coming to the point of it, I'm going to enter into that dictionary. I will create it. What is the dictionary I'm going to create here? I'm going to take the dictionary as student underscore marks. I'm going to take it. Student underscore marks. It is called what? Empty dict. Empty dict for storing. For storing. What is that? What I am storing? Name and what? Marks. Marks. Now, name is a single one. Marks is more than one. Dear students, in our Python environment, how can we store the data? How many values I have to read? N number of values I have to read it. Generally, according to our Python concept, to read n number of values, what is the one we are writing? Generally, tell me. For I in range of, this is a normal Python coding. So range of, I am writing n. Generally like that. And what is the value of I? Suppose if n is called 3, what the value of I is printed? If I write print of I, what the values are getting printed here, my dear students? 0, 1, 2 will be printed. But this I is no use for me. This I is no use for me. Go to the Python environment once. During this logic development, I want to explain statement by statement. Behind that, what is happening, I want to take it. N is equal to 3 for I in range of 3. N I am writing it. Print of I. Print of I. It is going to print 0, 1, 2, 3. Now students, I am writing. Today one new pattern of example I want to tell you. Some new for loop I am writing. Even I did not explain in the class also so far, my dear students. Let me write it that. Let me write it that. Carefully follow me. For underscore underscore in range of n I am writing. N I am writing. Don't worry about it. I am writing here. NIT, Naresh IT. I'm just writing. How many times? I don't need this I. I don't need this I. I don't want this counter variable. I just want to write like this. See what is happening. NIT printed 3 times. I don't want any counter variable. So this is also very frequently asked interviews. Such a type of special things to cover in my classes. In my break time, I used to conduct some workshops. Did you understand? All the students in online must respond. Please respond. For underscore, I did not use any counter variable here. Simply underscore. Sir, only underscore. Yes, it is a valid variable name. Underscore is one of the valid variable name. So I'm going to take it NIT and NIT printed this many times. So here I'm going to write it. I'll write one for loop. Here go to the place. For underscore, I'm writing range of n I'm writing, my dear students, range of n. What should I do in this n? What should I do in this n? Right, Rajeshwari Das. Thank you, my dear student. Coming to that, underscore in range of n. In this n, I have to read how many students data. How many students data? 3 students data, I need to go for it. 3 students data, I need to go for it. 3 students data, I need to go for it. Here, if you go for it, 3 students data. Here, if you go for it, 3 students data, I'm going to take up. Come on, active. How do you take these 3 students data in our Python? Generally, I will take up. Go to the Python environment. No issue. I will cover the basic. I will solve the hacker ranking problem. That is our style. You know our style of coding. How do you store it, sir? Now I am taking, my dear student, watch this carefully. Name, in our functions, I will write it. Generally, you will write what? M1, M2, M1, M2, and M2, M3. Will write it. I will write it here, Krishna, comma, 56, 78, 56, comma, 67, comma, 78. We are writing it. 78, we are writing it. Print of what? Name, comma, M1, comma, M1, comma, M1, M1, comma, M2, comma, M3. We are writing like this. It takes that. But our concept is what? What is our concept to take it? Name, name, colon. I want to take it as what? List of values. Please remember. Please remember. Name, list of marks. Next, name and then list of marks. This is what I am interested in. So I need to take the list. How do you take it? I will take variable length arguments concept. This is one procedure. Another procedure is what? Name, comma, listen, my dear student. Star marks is equal to name, comma, star marks is equal to name, comma, star marks is equal to. I will write this data as it is. But a new beautiful concept it is. Krishna stored in where? Name. This marks, 3 marks, 4 marks, 5 marks, any number of marks are stored in where? Marks. This marks is of which type? List type. List type. List type. Please look at that. Name, comma, type of name. Name, comma, type of name. And the next I'm going to take it, marks, comma, type of marks. Type of marks. What a beautiful subject. It is called a list. This name plus marks I will add to whom? Dictionary. How do you create a dictionary? Please look at dictionary created. How do you add that? Name is equal to, I will write it marks. I'll write it marks. Print of D, it is going to contain this beautiful concept. My dear students, is it clear? Is this concept is clear? This concept is called what? Variable arguments concept. Super, beautiful, extraordinary. Like that. One more thing I want to get it. Name comma marks is equal to name comma star marks is equal to name comma. Yes, advanced level today. Yes, Thakur, my dear student. Yes, really. I want to teach advanced things only. Right, beautiful. Come on. Name comma marks is equal to, I want to write Mallika, comma. I want to take it marks 67, 99, and then 34. 34, comma 56. No problem. Print name, comma marks. Name, comma marks. Name you print it. Marks also you print it. It is going to be a list. Add to the dictionary. Come on, dictionary. D of what? D of what? Name. Name is called Mallika. Is equal to marks. Again you add it. See students, print D here. What is happening? Mallika is equal to this one. In our beginning days, we got it. In our beginning days, we got it. Last and final, I will take it. And one student is asking, sir, my name is asking, she is asking the name. Okay, mom, Lahari, and say 67, and say 99, and say 89, and say 78, and then say 77, like that. Add the data to the dictionary directly, print the dictionary. Lahari is also there. Super. So, Krishna marks, Mallika marks, Lahari marks. If you want to get Krishna marks, D of what? Krishna. I will write it Krishna. I'll write Krishna. Krishna marks I am getting. I'll get the next one is called what? Mallika marks I will get it. Mallika marks I will get it. Sorry. Spelling mistakes you need to take care, my dear student. Mallika. So I will write Mallika. So I'll get that marks. I'll get Lahari marks I will get it. Lahari marks I will get it. See students, this is the marks I got it. So here I am going to write it. In the same style, I am going to take up my data. How do you take this data? Come on to the point of it. Here I am writing name comma star marks. Star marks is equal to, come on fast. Name comma marks is equal to, how do you get it? From the keyboard, how I will enter? Very, very careful, ma. Very, very careful. I will enter from the keyboard as what you know. Rosum, I will enter Rosum and then I'll enter 66, 77, 44 I will enter. This Rosum stored in first thing, rest of the values are stored in where? Marks. So I have to write it. This entire thing is called a single line only. This entire thing is called a single line only. Input dot what? Split I need to write it. Input dot split I will write it. Input dot split I will write. Input dot split. When I say split, what will happen? This is going to written in the form of words. First thing passing to the first thing. Rest of the values are going to where? Marks. Are you able to follow? Are you able to follow? Here I'm going to get it. Input of. Will read the complete data and I'm using split off. Because of this, what is happening? The input is completely coming in which type? Name and then marks. Are you following, my dear students? Are you following, my dear students? Is this statement is clear? Because I want to teach you completely different coding today. Done. And the marks name is containing that. Marks is which marks are there? When I enter 67, 78, 99, when I enter this data, all of them are available in where? Marks only. Because star marks I said. Which type of values these are? Which type of values these are? Which type of values these are? STR type. STR type they are called. They are called STR type. Such type of marks, I want to convert into which type? Which type I want to convert it into float type I want to convert it. Float type. Float type. How do you convert into float type? This values, list of values to be mapped to what? Mapped to what? Another list with a 67, 78, and then 99. I will use a lot of concepts are there. I can use a lot of concepts, but I want to use something traditionally. I want to use it. I want to go for what? Map of what is my data? Marks. Marks. I am going to pass marks. To which function I am passing? Float. Float. Float is a function name. Map concept. It is coming in our functions concept. Functions. In the functions concept, this map function will come. Special functions in Python. If anybody don't know this concept, in our functions concept, we used to talk about it. These marks which are there in this value by value, Samyuddin, map, reduce, filter functions. This float value first passing to 67. That map function converts that value into which type? List type, and putting into what? Scores or total marks or anything I can write it. So finally, I am writing here as what? Here I am writing map of what I am writing, float function I am writing, comma, I will write it as what? Marks I am writing. Marks. This map is going to return the data in the form of map object. Map object. This marks function I am going to convert into what? List. List I am going to convert. This I will write it in the form of what? Scores I will write it. Scores. I wrote it as a scores. Or I can write it as a marks in the another format I will write it. Suppose, sir, I don't want like that. Sir, what I want? I will use list comprehension. I will use it. List comprehension. What is that? Float of marks. Float of marks. I will go for writing something like, value. What I will do for value in where marks, I can write like this also, no problem. Float value, I'll write it. So coming to the point of it, marks, first values, string type, coming to this, converted into what? Float of value, scores is coming. That I'm going to coming to this now. So if you want, I can go for taking even normal for loop also, I can take it. Normal for loop also. How do you take normal for loop? Take one list there, student. I will go for what? For value in where? Something like, marks. I can take it. And what I will do? Scores. Scores. I will write it. Scores. Dot what? Up and off. Up and off. I'll write it. Up and off. What I can do? Float off value, I can say. This is also one more way. Did you understand, students? See how many ways I am explaining. How many ways I am explaining? One is by using map function. One is by using what next? One is by using map function. One more by using enhanced concept. So coming to the point of it, all these things are going to be now. Dear students, coming to the point back, here I am going to write it. Such type of things are going to come. What I will go for it now? Scores is equal to, I'm going to write list of, map of, float comma, what I'm writing, marks I'm going to write it. Marks I'm going to write it. So, are you following now? This is not necessary to be taken it. Is it careful? Is it understandable now? Is it clear in understanding, my dear students? Is all of them are able to understand my explanation now? Done. Once scores are ready, name is ready, scores are ready. Keep it in where? Dictionary. What is my dictionary name? Student marks. Student marks is equal to student marks of what? Name is equal to what I can say? Scores. Scores. Like in the command prompt, I shown you already. Like a name, I got it. Like a name, I got it. Marks, I got it. Put it in the form of dictionary. Like this, I put it in the form of dictionary. Like this. So My dear students, thank you for your appreciations. Let me continue my code. Because of that's what is happening. You see here. Now I, for your simple testing purpose, I'll write it at the end of it. I will just try to print it. Print of what? Student marks. Student underscore marks. I'm going to take it. Let us run the code here. Take care. And I'm running my coding here. Try to move to this right side and observe it carefully. Enter how many students marks? Three. I need to enter the record. How many records I have to enter? Three records. Go to our problem statement, ma. Go to the problem statement. Monica, these are all hacker ranking problems, ma. These are all very, very important things, sir. Take care. What is my first record? Krishna. I'll get it Krishna. This is the Krishna. Krishna stored in where? Name. Marks are scored in here, converted into this and added to this place. Right, students? And printing that. Next, second, third record. Three records, na three values. I'm going to take it. Third one, Arjun. I need to give the same input because we are taking a real world problem directly. And go to this place. Next, Mallika. I'm going to get it that also here. And print that. Now, see, my dear students, all of them are going to contain what? Krishna is the key, and this is a value. Arjun is the key, and Mallika is the key. All of them are kept in where? All of them are kept in where? Dictionary. Is it clear? Up to here we prepared. Up to here we prepared the values of what? Dictionary with the name I prepared it. Students, now I will move to the further. Which type of person name you want? Go to the problem now. What is this now? Enter which person score you want. Which person score you want. You see this now. The first line contains an integer number that is called 3. Second line contains number of records. And next, the final line contains query name. Query name is nothing but name of the student to query the total marks. So I will ask next question is what? Go to that. Here I printed the data. You got it already, the output like this. This is an output you got it. Just as a part of your understanding, I'll try to write it. This is my data. Next, I need to go for what? Finding the person name. Print of, or I can write person name. I will write it. Query name is equal to, or std name, student name is equal to input. Enter, enter the student name. Enter the student name. From this place, you need to enter the student name. Enter the student name. So you are getting that student name. That student name is the key. That student name is the key. Are you able to follow? Subaraidu. Student name is Subaraidu. My dear student, I think you are a new student in my class. I hope so. Am I correct, student? Can you please give a small confirmation? Can you please give a confirmation? Subaraidu. So, are you new student now? Yes, because we used to cover in our classes. Common names will marks will rewrite entered that. Yes. Now, if you go for it, small example, my dear student, just to look at 10 colon 1.2, 10 colon 2.3, last, because I used to cover in the Python coding only. 10 colon 3.4, this is the one. Here we are taking the same value again and again. When I take again and again, first one is taken as an inserted value. Second one is going to become what? Same key will be there. 1.2 is overridden with what? 2.3. Next, the same key will be there. 2.3 is overridden with what? 3.4. And again, we are going to get it. Print of D1. D1 contains only one entry, that is with this only. So I think, Subaraidu, I think you are going to get it. So this we used to cover in the class. This we used to cover in the class. Subaraidu, can you please confirm it? Is it understandable? Yes, this is I used to cover in our regular classes. So I think Subaraidu understood, I think so. So enter the student name. Yes, Subaraidu. Thank you, my dear student. Now I will continue my session. Then once you enter the name of that, I need to get the name of the student. How do you get the name of the student? How do you get the name of the student? I will get it. Student marks of name. I will get it. This name is a key. I have to search with the dictionary. What is the dictionary name? Student marks of name. Name. STD name. I will write it. STD name. This is one way. This is one way. Or you can write it like this also. Like this. This is the one way. You can write or STD marks. Student marks dot get off what? STD name. STD name. Either this way you can get it or this way also you can get it. Because in our regular sessions, we used to talk about dictionary functions in our class. Dictionary functions in our class. So let us start about first one. Later I will use get function also. So what I am using now, what I am using STD marks. I am going to take up this now. What I am going to take it STD marks. What I will do when STD marks is coming, you are going to get it what? This entire values. I will do sum of that marks. I am doing sum of. Following my dear students. STUD marks of STD name. I will get the sum of the marks. When I print it, when I print it like that, when I print it like that, that person's total marks will come. Try to run once, try to run once, and try to see this output once. Number of records, 3. Sorry. Once again, I will run it. Here I will say 3. I'll say 3. 3. How many records? I will enter the data from my given problem. This continuously total data, I will take it at a time. I entered like that. Now I am taking, enter the student name, Krishna. I will enter Krishna. So I will take it Krishna. So see that Krishna marks are what? 204. Because of this sum, you got 204. 204. My dear student, this will give you, sum is called one function which will give you the data as like this. LST is equal to 10, 20, 30. We are going to get it sum of LST. Sum is one general function. Sum is one general function. I got it that. And if I take it even D1 also, even if we go to the D1 also, when you print a D1 here, above 1, when I take this entire D1 here, you will be getting this. D1 is equal to this data. D1 of what you know? Mallika, if I take it. Mallika, if I take it. So this data is coming. Spelling name, capital letter, I need to use it. Mallika here. You are getting the data. There I am finding the sum. Sum of. You are getting the Mallika marks, 256. It is an inbuilt general function. It is an inbuilt general function. Now after that, I want to find the average marks of that. How do you find the average marks of that? This marks is going to give you how many marks are present for Mallika. That is an important. Similarly to that, I will find out this sum marks you are getting it. See all of you, the ln of D1 of Mallika. D1 of Mallika will give you what? Number of marks. Length of that, how many marks? 4 marks are coming. 4 marks are coming. What is an average now? What is an average, my dear student? Sum of this data by what? LN of this name. Beautiful. The output is called 64.0. Is an average score is brought by the Mallika. So I hope you are understanding, students. This is the one I will put it into my standard approach. Let's go to that. This is the marks I get it. So here I'm going to take it, sum of that. Now I'm going to get it what? AVG score is equal to AVG score or AVG marks is equal to sum of the data by what is this now? LN of that entire thing. LN of. Write it here. This entire data here I'm writing it. This entire data I'm writing it. So coming to the point of it, Coming to the point of it, my dear students, sum of student marks of STD name by LEN of this. I hope, my dear students, you are following me carefully. So here, this is the data and print the average marks. So here I'm going to print the average marks. So how do you print the average marks here? I'm going to print it. Average marks with what I want to print? With the decimal places. Print of what? Average marks. Average marks. What I will do it? I want to go for taking that average marks I want to go for taking. Scored by what I'm going to take it. Student name, STD name is, I will write it like this. Dot format of what? Dot format of what I'm going to take it. STD name, name of the student, STD name, comma, what next? I will write average marks, I will take it. AVG marks, I'm going to take it. AVG marks. So I hope students, now I'm going to take up this entire output. Let us run this code. So I run this code. Now I'm going to take any number of records. 3. Take our hacker ranking problem once again. See this now. Go to this place. Here I'm going to take it. Take this 3. I took it. Now I will use it. Yes, ma. Asif, I will use. Let me show you the output. I will use round function also. No issue. I'll use it. Say pass this data and see this data asking student name. I will take Arjun. Arjun, I will take it. What is the Arjun? What are the marks? Average marks secured by Arjun is 77.0. 77.0. Take it one more time. One more time you take it. Run this same code again. Run the same code again. 3 only. I will take it like this. 52.45 and a comma space 56.78, 89.56 and asking and coming to the point of it, it is given in the form of what? Floating point you need to use it. Floating format you need to use it. So could not convert. What is this now? 60, 60. What is happening here? Could not convert what? Values as converting to what? Unable to convert the data. What is that problem here? Map of float comma marks. Which data we are getting? Line of marks. So student name of by what? Here we got it. Here I am going to use it. 1 minute students. Try to run this. 3. You enter the data. Krishna. Krishna. So I say 45.67 and next is 67.89, 34.56. Next is called Arjun. Arjun. So there 56.78, 34 and 67. And next is called Mallika. I say 67, comma 89.56 and 78.33. Now asking the name. So I say Mallika. So here I got it. Average marks is called got it. Previously might be entered something wrong, my dear student. Now see that we are getting lot of digits. I want to go for listing it to what? 29 point only I want to go for it. For that, there is a mechanism for us. What is the mechanism I need to take it? Already you know in our regular sessions. I will go for what? Round off. Come on, students. Round off. Comma what? 2. Round off 2. I will use it. Go to the place. Try to run it again. Try to run it again. There I will say 3. There I am going to enter the data. Enter the student name, Mallika. So I got the marks is what? 78.3. 78.3. Maybe that is going to give you after that something different. So let us take this data. Once again, you try to enter 3. So enter the data. Say some Krishna. Krishna here. So got the data here called what? 49.37. My dear students, is this concept is clear? Is this concept is clear? Yes. You can use 0.2 F also. Thakur Ganesh, you can use 0.2 F also. This concept makes you to understand the problem solving concept of that. So, online students, this concept I will provide you, because actually I plan to take some number of days, because in the coming 6th, in the coming days, online students, all of you, it's an announcement for you. It is an announcement to all the students who are there in my class. So here on 20 on 11th September 2024 2024 at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. to 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Python for data science is starting. Python for data science is starting. There I will cover NumPy, and next is called Pandas and Matplotlib. Matplotlib. We are going to cover these three modules with almost 50 days. With almost 50 days. This is for the students who already completed 6 p.m., 4 p.m., and morning 7 a.m. people. All the people should attend this session. It is starting on day after tomorrow. Tomorrow also, I will take this workshop session like this. Are you able to follow, my dear students? Is this is clear? And if any friends are there, you tell them, that this is going to start. My dear students, you may have other class, but my class will be this is starting, because in the beginning of the sessions when 6 o'clock is going on, I used to tell this kind of things. So students, this is going to start on 11th September, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, it's a part of our full stack Python only. It is a part of our full stack Python only. Right. Yes, mom. Coming to the point back to next case. Is this example is clear? Is this is clearly trying to understand? Is this is trying to understand? Now coming to the constraints. Coming to the constraints. Now tell me. Now you are listen the problem. Now coming to the constraints. All the students. See, all the students. Constraints means what, ma? Rules. After listening the code, after listening the code, you will easily understand. What is this n, my dear student? What is my n here, ma? Number of records. They took it. Number of records are what? What are the number of records? They are using mathematics symbol here. 2 less than or equal to n. Less than 10 they are saying. So the number of records you need to take it is what? 8. 2 records minimum. Maximum they said 10 records. And our Python programming not keeping any restriction there, 2 and 10. You can take any number of records also. Did you understand the first constraint? Did you understand the first constraint? See how simple it is. Next constraint, already we understood. Next constraint, come on students. Marks of I. What is the I here? First record, second record, third record, 2 to 10 records. What is that marks you are supposed to get it? 0 less than or equal to 0 less than or equal to marks of I, less than or equal to what? 100. You only tell me 0 is a minimum marks, 100 marks is a maximum marks. And in our regular sessions, we used to write a beautiful code for evaluating how to evaluate the marks 0 to 100. When I enter 123, that is used to give a wrong result. I have written that such type of code in our regular sessions or not? Is that code we are writing regular sessions or not? Yes. So that constraint. Third one, you see, third one, length of marks in the array. Length of marks in the array. How many marks you want? 3 marks you want, 3 marks. It doesn't mean that only 3 marks. You can take all the marks also. We used to take all the marks also. Harika, when you will start Django class, sir? Srima, right now I am taking with this kind of classes now. So when my batch will come, you can see that time. So right now I'm taking this Python with data science for Python modules for data science. So whichever class I will stay, you try to follow that. So I hope students, let us go to one more example, one more running now, one more running time I am using it. This part I want to use it. Minimum 2 records. Let us go for that. So here I'm going to write it. So others for 9 a.m. batch, no need to join. Others for 9 o'clock, no. 7 o'clock morning, 4 o'clock evening, 6 p.m., which is already completed. Those people need to join for Python for data science. Second input, I am going to run it. Let's go to our Python students. Right, students. So coming to the point back. So here I'm going to run this now. Here I'm going to take up number of records are 2. Go to this place now. This part I'm going to take it. This part I'm going to take it. So here I'm going to take it. Enter the name of the student. Enter the name of the student. Take this input and try to go for it. So here I'm entering. Got the data 26.5. 26.5 and the output is 26.5. So this 0 means that is not going to be validated and that is going to be something like this. Are you able to understand? Is it clear, my dear students? So here I'm going to take up, it's not only 3 marks, my dear student, you can take anything also, you can take it. Not only 3 marks, you can take it as 56.78, you can take it as 67.89 and say here, and we are going to get this type of thing. So something entered may be wrong, 30. It is taking something different, I think it is taking. So try to run it once again. Some invalid data is taking place, I think so. So try to go for it. So Anurag, I will go for it. Anurag. So I'll go for that. Anurag marks, I got it. Even earlier thing, I will enter, rewrite once again. I'll say 2. I'll say here, horse, H-A or SH. So I got it. The marks is like this. Fine, students. This is about the concept of what? First problem. Like that, I can go for what? Any problem, whether it is a lead code or hacker ranking or anything, I can solve it. That's going to be different thing. But the only thing is we need to have an ample of time for covering all such kind of things. Can I go to the second problem? Can I go to the second problem? Is this is going to give you some speciality to the regular sessions? Is it going to be something special in the regular classes or not? Are you getting much knowledge in the class or not now? So this is what you need in the sessions now. This is what you need to have the sessions now. Right. Thank you, my dear students. Let's go to the second problem now. Second problem, I am going to enter into that. Let's start problem number 2. I'm going to take this problem number 2. So let's go to that problem number 2. Here I'm going to enter problem number 2. I'm going to take it. So problem number 2, you take it. See this now. Second problem like this. Hacker ranker things. Find the runner-up score. Find the runner-up score. Runner-up score. What is this? Look at the problem statement. Given all of you need to understand the second problem I am entering. Hacker ranking problems here. Finding the runner-up score here. Runner-up score. Given a problem I am taking, a participant score sheet in a university sports day. You are required to find the runner-up score. You are given n scores and sort and store them in a list and find the score of runner-up. Of course, they are giving in the form of a sentence format and it is a left hand left finger for you when you read our notes. So coming to the point of it, input format. Come on, what is this n is called? What is n is called? Number of students. How many students you are taking? 2 students minimum. To find the runner-up and winner, I need to have 2 students like this. And let us go for this now. Carefully try to understand more. Sample input. How many people are there with you? 5. 5. Yes, Samiuddin. Excellent. That is only the thing. So I'm going to take it 2, 3, 6, 6, 5. 5 people, 5 scores I'm entering. I have to go for runner-up. What is the runner-up now? There are 5 people scored 3, 2, 3, 6, 6, 5. First you need to do what? Sort it out. Runner-up means what? Sorting it out. First you convert into what type? Set type you convert it. Why set type? Suppose if you take it, this is just like a list. If you take it, it is going to become what? 2, 3, 5, 6, 6 it will come. But 6 to become only one time. 6 is, they are the winners. I want to get it what? 2, 3, 5, 6. 2, 3, 5, 6 I need to get it. So need to eliminate the duplicate. Convert into which type? Set type I will convert it. When I convert into set type, Sri Chetan, my dear student, what is your doubt, mom? Sri Chetan, what is your doubt? Sri Chetan, what is your doubt? Let me complete it. Let me complete it. Okay, let me complete it. I will respond to you. I can give a time for you. Can you please run this code in HackerRank? You can run it, ma. You can run it. I have to log in into my ID. After this, you can run it into your ID. No problem. You can run it. You can run it. Not an issue. I have to enter into my login ID and I have to go for it. Because again, I have to enter how to create a login and all. For all the people may not be having the login ID. That's why I'm choosing this PyCharm, where everybody is having the PyCharm. Okay, now. So if I go to the login ID, I can go to my login ID and I can go for it. You are already having now. You try to see that and you can run it. Okay. Because everybody may not be having the login ID now. That's why I'm going to take up this example. So how do you go for this now? Go to the place. Here I'm going to take it. Convert into set. After set, you sort it out. So take it this example once. You take this data once and go to the command line. Here I am going to write it. How do you take it? LST is equal to some data. You are taking something like this data 2, 3, and then 6, 6, 5. 6, 5 I am taking. What I will do? Convert into what? Set of what? LST. You are getting something like this. It may not be coming in the order also. Some different values may be there. After set is coming to LST, what I will do? I'll go for what? Sorted, sorted, sorted. When I go for sorted, what is happening? Already about the sorted function, I already explained in the classes. It will give you what? Sorted. In that, this is going to be called what? Last one is called what? Winner score. And the last but one is called what? Runner-up score. How do you get it? Runner-up score. I will write it here. What I will write it? -2, I will write it. -2. That will give you the runner-up score. I hope you are getting it. I hope you are getting my concept. So how do you solve this data? How do you solve this data? Quickly, I need to get this type of thing. So how do you get it? That kind of thing. I'm going to write it. You are getting it. Not only that, you take this data as what? 10, 20, 10, 10, and then 20, and then what like this you take it. Like this you take it. Like 15 you take it. This is my data. Convert into which type? Set type. Directly you write it. 15 is an answer. 15 is an answer. I hope you are getting it. So how do you take it now? So many values I will get it. Go to the place. I'm going to take it. Second problem in the hacker ranking I'm going to take up. Let's start here. Second problem. Let's move to that Python file. So I'm going to take it. Problem number 2. Problem2.py. Problem2.py. Here problem2.py. Come on. How do you do it now? I will take it. Print of what? Enter the score. Or I can directly take it in this way. I'll directly take it. Enter your score. I'll take it. How many? See the problem statement once 5. You need to take it. Enter how many players are there. I'll take like this. I'll take it. N is equal to int of input of enter how many players you have. How many players you have. So that player numbers you are taking and you read the player scores. Here I am writing enter player scores. Player scores. I'm going to take it. This player scores, I'm going to get it. You are going to enter that in the form of a single line. That single line, I'm going to split it. How do you split it? How do you split it, students? Input dot split off. Input dot split off. That you are going to convert into what? integer, and I'll use map like previous. Int comma input dot split off. Input dot split off. Are you following me? Int comma input of dot split off. Are you following this? This part I'm going to take up what you know. I'm going to take it what you know. Some scores I'm going to take it is equal to this. I'm going to convert into which type? List type. List type I'm going to get it. Map of int of split off. We are going to get it. List of map of int of this data I'm passing to int, getting into scores. After getting into scores, this is which type of data now? This is called which type of data now? List data. That list data I need to go for doing convert into which type? Which type I have to convert into? Set type. Beautiful. So I'm going to get it. Runner up score. RUP is equal to. I will go for what? Set of scores. I need to go for scores that I'm converting into which type? Sorted. Sorted, I'm going to take it. Sorted. After getting sorted, what I will do? Of -2, I will write it. That I will print it. Print of runner up score. Runner up score is equal to comma what? RUP. RUP. I'm writing it. Try to run this data. Try to run this data. How many players you have? Go to our problem and take it as what? 5. Take it as 5. Going to take up here 5. Next I'm going to enter player scores. This is the data I'm entering here. Player scores. Runner up score is called 5. You try to enter one more kind of input. Any sample input is there in the hacker ranking problem, you can take it. So this is the one, and 6 is a maximum. Second minimum you need to get it. Second minimum you need to get it. This is called one sample input is given. I hope students, this is clear about it. I hope it is clear about it. This problem, you enter something like 5. So 10, 10, 20, 15, and then say some 12, and then some 20. You take it, and runner-up score is 15. So the basic stuff is what? Splitting, passing to int, map, converting into list, and obtaining the set conversion, doing this kind of thing. So online students, is my concept is clear about it? Is it clear, students? Good. And tomorrow also, I will take this session like this. I will explain some more problems to you people. Some more problems also I will explain to you people. So I hope that these sessions are most useful to you, and I hope it is clear. Is these sessions are useful or not? Along with our regular sessions, these sessions are more useful to you. Okay, right. Thank you, students, for attending this class. I'll stop my class here. And already I said on day after tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. there is a Python for data science. It is a 50 days. These modules will be discussing. Okay, students. Any doubts are there for you people? Any doubts are there for you people? That I will explain to you people, students. So hold on. If any people are having the doubts, I will clarify your doubts, students. Now the concept is, today's concept is finished. And tomorrow class when I come back, I will go for 3, 4, 5. And if time permits, I'll go for some more examples. So all, see, if I have the time, I will go for all the things. So Uttam Kumar, I will go for it. Continuously, if I find the time on between the batches, some gap is found now, I will explain those things in the classes. So, okay, Sriram, my dear student, thank you, my dear student. So, right, Spandana, Spandana. So, we'll explain more all the things. So, tomorrow class, we'll go for as it is. So, NumPy, Tulasi, NumPy will be starting in Amirpet. Amirpet only. The classes will be in Amirpet. Okay, right. Take care. All the best. Now I'll clarify the online students' doubts. If any doubts are there for online students, I'll clarify. I will give hand raising symbol. When they give hand raising symbol, I will talk to them regarding any doubts. So let's go to their doubts. One by one, I will look into their doubts. So Pratik Gupta. Pratik.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, audible student. Tell me.
Sir, I am a 7 a.m. student.
Oh,
Yeah, your class only. So
hmm,
my question was like, so this the data like Python for data science. So
hmm.
this will be included in the same package, or like we have to like
Find out. Find out. From admins, you find out.
okay, okay. And this is the workshop, like you said, like so. I thought it's a 1 day workshop. So this
No,
will
no.
be going
Tomorrow.
tomorrow as well.
Yeah, tomorrow also it will be continued.
Okay, okay.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Right. Right.
Sir, good evening, sir. Am I audible, sir?